Welcome back to Sailing Sacred Seas. It's hard to believe we're already nearing the end of our first season. What an adventure it's been so far. We've sailed nearly 1,000 nautical miles, weaving our way through the sparkling waters of Spain, dropping anchor off the iconic islands of Ibiza, Mallorca and Menorca, and on our last episode we pushed ourselves further than ever before, taking on our longest passage yet, sailing day and night under the canopy of stars all the way to Sardinia. Now anchored off the rugged and unspoiled coastline of Sardinia, it's time to slow down and explore what this incredible island has to offer. This episode is all about discovering hidden gems, finding those quiet, secluded anchorages, and embracing the rhythms of island life far away from the busy tourist hubs.
And I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night.
Yeah, so I mean, look at this. I mean, last night we were absolutely creeping into this bay. Just looking because it's such a sheltered bay, and obviously we had the navigation on so we could see where the buoys were and things, and the navigation channels. And there's so many kind of anchor spots in here that you are worried, first of all, that someone's anchored and maybe not got their anchor light on, and second of all, the amount of lobster pots that you tend to get around the coast, just everywhere. So we were really kind of creeping in, helming, searching with the torch every now and then. But I mean, you look at it now in the daylight and I mean, what the hell were we worried about? But of course, you know, it only takes one lobster pot for you to go over, and you can wrap that around the prop and right off the engine for a while until you get the chance to do the repairs. And doing that in the pitch black again at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, it's not the easiest thing to do. So it is always best to take the time and be cautious. But it just kind of shows how different an approach it is in the evening and in the daytime, and why it's important to try, if you can, to arrive to places that are unknown during the day, especially kind of port areas where you just don't know what is going to be in there, because we really have seen a lot of lobster pots, and we've seen a lot of boats without any type of mooring lights or any type of night lights on at all when they're anchored up at night. But you know, everything was good, and we got in, and we were shattered, we went to bed. This morning's been a nice little relax, and now we're off again.
The winds were kind to us, shifting gently between our aft and starboard side, perfect for a calm day sail. We made the short hop down the coast under just our headsail, pure peaceful sailing at its best, before dropping the hook at the beautiful Punta de S'Achivoni. It was the perfect spot to celebrate Vika's birthday aboard Kaia. Cake, music, and just the two of us, plus our 3 ferry crew members, surrounded by nature and turquoise waters. Moments like these remind us why we chose this life afloat.
Any private time?
It's my birthday.
Yeah.
My birthday. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Vika, happy birthday to you.
So it is morning time. I'm up doing a little solo sail this morning. I'm motoring at the minute. I might put the sail up in a bit, but the wind's currently a bit low. I did a little solo sail yesterday evening for a bit as well, because Vika leaves in a couple of days. She's going to be gone for 2 weeks. So I'm doing a couple of days, putting the anchor up on my own, sailing on my own, just get a feel for it. So we're going to cruise down the coast only for an hour or so today, to start with, because Vika's got a call at 9 o'clock, a work call, for our podcast. And then once she's finished that, we will carry on further down, and we'll get a good few hours in this afternoon, move ourselves down the coast. So far, Sardinia, nice. It's quite a rustic west coast, very quiet. We're the only sailboat we've seen since Spain, so it's been a while. A couple of motorboats, fishing boats, but nothing else. So yes, we'll continue down, see how we get on. So that is actually one of our biggest dangers out here. That's just two pieces of plastic, two plastic bottles tied to a big rope or a line going down to the seabed floor with a lobster pot on the bottom. And you can see, even in the daytime, that's not easy to see. In the night time, that is impossible to see. And if we go over the top of that, it could get stuck in our propeller. The line will wrap around, and we could end up with it wrapped around the prop, and we could do some damage to the engine, or we could put our engines out of action for a while. And that's kind of what we were really looking for the other night with the torch when we were pulling it into the bay. Little things like that that are just simple but really kind of can cause a lot of damage and a lot of harm to the boat. And as I say, in the dark, it's just a night where it happened in the dark. That luckily on our catamaran, obviously on a catamaran we've got two engines, so if something did happen like that was bad, we could switch one engine off, use the other engine and deal with the problem later or in the morning, whatever it may be. But you just obviously you don't want to have to. At the same time, we all love lobster. It tastes pretty damn good, so we've got to catch them one way or another. But the sensible ones have got a float with a flag on the top, so it's much easier to see. In fact, it's really easy to see in the daytime, again hard to see in the night time. And the really, really sensible ones have got a flag and a flashing light, but you pretty much never see those ones. I saw a few of them, I suppose, on the coast of Portugal, but certainly not seen any on our journey so far yet through Spain or this little bit of Sicily that we're in. Sardinia, sorry. So I've read about this or heard about this nice or interesting anchorage just here down the coast of Sardinia. So we're going to pop in there for an hour or so now and take a break while Vika does a podcast. It's got some like big old abandoned hotel there, and then it's kind of a bit overrun by goats and things. It's supposed to be a bit post-apocalyptic, so it sounds pretty cool to pop and have a little look. Apparently it's got nice clear waters and caves, so we're just going to pull around and see what it looks like. So we're anchored up, and you can see that post-apocalyptic style building behind us. It looks like an old hotel that they started building and never finished for some reason. But it's a weirdly kind of nice, calm, beautiful, relaxed spot. The water is crystal clear. It's only about 5 meters deep, so we're anchored up. And we're going to just relax for a little bit now while Vika does her podcast.
The situations, they are not going right. A lot of situations you don't know, what happens. A lot of things break, and then when I reflect back to it, I really can say that probably 95% of the day at the beginning of this journey, you really pushed out of your comfort zone. So you really your nervous system is so triggered, your body is starting crunching, you starting holding everything, and because you out of the comfort zone, you have to do things differently, you have to think differently, you have to find the solutions, you have to find the ways to communicate to other person, how to share everything, so you not get you're not starting to store all those emotions and
So that's us. So we had a little anchor up here for a bit, and now we're going to carry on south. We've got about a 3.5 hour sail, I think. I forget the name of the bay we're going to, but it gets us a decent way down the west coast towards the south, and then we'll anchor up there and actually have a bit of a dip and relax and take the guys to the beach, because it's been a good few days since we've been on land now, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
As we continued down the coastline, Sardinia revealed its wilder, quieter side. Towering mountains rolled down to rustic, untouched beaches and little pockets of hidden coves that felt worlds away from the hustle of the Balearic Islands. The eastern coast felt raw and authentic, almost like we stepped back in time. It's moments like these, dropping anchor in solitude with nothing but the sound of the wind and waves, that remind us how special cruising can be.
So hopefully this is going to be our anchorage for the night. Port de Masso, and we'll just be in front of Sugarloaf Mountain, I think it's called. It's supposed to be pretty nice for the sunsets, and it's looking pretty cool already. So we're going to sail now between the land and the rock.
What?
Slow, just in case. I'll pick you up on the way back, yeah? I'll really let go. Wow, that's pretty epic. Huh?
Oh my god!
That's cool, hey? I never done that before. That was pretty cool. You think?
Magical, isn't it?
Yeah?
What do you say in Great Britain?
Fun-dabby-dozy. Spectacular.
So we're currently moving ourselves down to the southwest of Sardinia. It is, I think, Portusco. It's one of the last large towns on the southwest. In fact, one of the last towns from the southwest all the way across the south until you get to the capital, Kaia. And the reason we're stopping here is so that Vika can get a cab from here to the airport. And she'll head off tomorrow morning, and I'll possibly have a little look around this area and then carry on round down to the south. Gets bad reviews because of the eyesores of the industrialness on kind of the navigation and the anchoring apps. But as I say, I don't mind that at all, to be honest with you. I've got to say though, it might be a bit of an industrial landscape, but I mean, look at this, look. The industrial landscape, and then look at this water. You certainly don't see water like that back home on the Mersey in Liverpool, that's for sure. That is actually the biggest town we've seen in weeks, to be honest with you. Just over here next to town, there's a bit of an anchorage just here. So we're going to head over there, drop anchor and get ourselves ready for the day. So that was smart. I forgot to put the fishing line away before we moored up. So I'm gonna have to go under the water now because it's got caught in one of the propellers, and
I'll go and have a look and see if we can get it out, see what the damage is. With the propeller sorted and Kaia securely anchored and our days together ticking down before Vika headed off for a few weeks of her journey, we made one final stop in the charming town of Portusco. Wandering its quiet streets, soaking up local life and enjoying simple moments on land gave us both a sense of grounding, a chance to connect, reflect and prepare for what's next.
Look, Sam is taking Cooper for a walk. Brooke is like, I'm getting involved.
Look at those beautiful veggies. All the goodies?
Hey.
Prepping me up before you leave?
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Oh my god, show me the top. They're gonna be so good. I'm just gonna stuff my face with those unroasted pumpkins.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to leave and getting ready Sam to stay on his own for 2 weeks, so I got this treat for him.
Yum yum yum.
It's in Italy, just before I'm going back to Spain for Spanish tapas. So tired.
Yeah, we are down on the southwest coast of Sardinia. This is Vika's last evening before she leaves tomorrow to go to Ibiza and to the UK for a couple of weeks. This is the view of the Bay of Sardinia, and the boat is just out on a mooring, well, anchored I should say, isn't it? Anchored just outside of the marina, and it's a cute little town. Let's do a roundabout.
I can't do a roundabout. You do it on your own.
I'll do a roundabout on my own. Vika can't do it.
Because I have to hold this.
Cool, hey? Oh. See you in 2 weeks. Bye. Have a good flight. So Vika's just took her cab off to the airport, and say should be gone now for a couple of weeks. So I'm just walking back to the marina, gonna get in the dinghy and jump back to the boat. Karen having a bit of a snooze, and I'll take the dogs out and things, and decide what my plan's gonna be for the next 10 days, 2 weeks. But gonna take it relatively easy, do a little bit of solo sailing over to the island and maybe move around to the south, but generally stay out of bad weather and things and just see how I get on. So safe flight with Vika, and hopefully you'll see a few little clips of what she got up to as well over those 2 weeks in Ibiza and in the UK.
Hello my family, enjoying beautiful Ibiza.
Thanks for tuning in. Next week on Sailing Sacred Seas, and with Vika away, it's just me, Kaia and our 3 dogs as we set off on a new challenge. My first solo sail down the coast of Sardinia. I'll be navigating alone, tackling everything from weather windows to anchoring solo as we make our way down towards the southern side of the island. It's going to be a test of seamanship, confidence and patience, so stick around because you won't want to miss it.